So we got the flyer in the mail, and I'd never heard of like a Bible-based program. And I just felt like it cannot hurt.
Christian was brand new to even the word Bible. Christian was very interested in where church was and what it was.
So Christian didn't grow up in church, but he's kind of always had this hunger. He was in LifeWise, and he was coming home and telling me stories, so excited about it. It's his favorite part of the day, and he's like, I want to go to church. And I'm like, oh, okay. And Mrs. Romer reached out to me and was like, hey, I just wanted to invite you and your family to church. This was around like September of 2021. And we went and we loved it. And so now we're regularly attending that church.
Sure enough, they end up coming to our church, and God's doing some really cool things in their family, but then also their son Christian, he's having a big impact. I talked all about Jesus and how he paid the price for our sins, and now our relationship with God is restored because of his death on the cross. So, and that was kind of how I ended it. Well, I walk away, and this boy named Christian brings over a small group leader, and he wants to talk with me. He comes up to me and he's like, Mr. Mark, I heard what you talked about, and I just want to make sure you know that Jesus rose again. Did you know that? Like 3 days later, he rose and he's alive. And I said, Christian, I was like, yes, I did know that. And I'm so excited that you know that.
I mean, really, it's changed the life of our whole family. We're going to church every Sunday. You know, Christian gave his life to God in his last day of LifeWise.
He needed somebody to pay for our sins, so God let him live a long life, and then he had to die because somebody had to die for our sins.
You know, to think if I hadn't signed him up, I don't even know what our lives would look like. And like our story, it might not just be, 20 minutes in a classroom. It might lead somebody to a church and change a whole household.
Hey, want a LifeWise in your area? Share this video to start building your list. It only takes 50 signatures, and then we're on our way.